Hello and welcome to today's video. We're back in the blue van, same as last time. I'm really hustling to get it done now because we got a rental in 2 days, so super exciting. Our first time, so hope everything goes well. Should be. I've been prepping and we got some small bits left, and as you saw in the last video, we managed to get our floor painted, the roof has been painted, and we got this wall up and running. And I've also painted this one as well, and we removed the battery. Now we got the cooler back in here. Don't mind this, this is part of our project today. So yeah, the vibes are definitely improving, and today we are going to do something very practical, which is probably the title of the video, and that is, let me just move all of my garbage here. We are going to get this sink to work again. There is a setup for a sink here from before with like a tank and a foot pump. So how this works is you got fresh water here, and then you got this tube that goes into the bottom of the tank. This is the freshwater tank, and then when you pump this, you pump water out of this tank through the pump and then up through here, and then I'll show you guys. And then there was a pipe coming up here out, and that's where you got your water. Now the issue with this setup is that it will the guy that made it used some tubing that is not very good for drinking water. When the tube corrodes, it can produce some toxins, so I have to replace it because it's nice to be able to drink the water that you have in your faucet. So if I remove this, you can see that it's just a cutout hole, and here's the old piping that we will be removing. It's brake line for car, which is not ideal. So we'll get rid of that, and then I bought this. So it's water faucet with a hand pump. So we'll get rid of the foot pump, and then you'll just use your hand to pump instead. Puts everything in one spot. I think it's cleaner. Then we also get this area free, which means more storage. So yeah, that's the plan for today. Really quick video, I hope. I'll show you guys the process. Super nice with this little kit from Biltema, which is just a Norwegian store that has anything of and everything. So yeah, let's just get into it. So to start off, I'm gonna remove all the brake line stuff and get the foot pump out of the way. Just get all of the stuff we don't need away. Okay, so I figured I'd like run through everything you'll need in order to install a simple sink setup in a van. So you're gonna need your sink, obviously. This is just a very simple one with just this bottom piece, and this I bought separately on Biltema as well, which is like a flexible pipe. And we will need one tank for your fresh water, your clean water, and then one tank as well for your dirty water. And that's where this will go, of course. So now I think this is a super simple solution because you got your pump and your like water outlet in the same unit, which is really nice. So once you've like measured out this and cut where the sink will be, I just have to drill a hole for this, and then it will be placed here, screwed into place, and then we run a tube from here and then straight into the freshwater tank. Then you can pump your water with this, and then water comes out, and then it goes into the sink and into the gray water. So super simple, and yeah, just everything you need, I think. Now I'm gonna start by placing the sink in here just to see how much room I have for my faucet, and the lip is very small, so I have tons of room for this. And then I just have to figure out where I want the hole. I'll mark it, and then I'll show you the drill bit that you'll need in order to make this work. Okay, so now I've marked the center of my hole right here. Kind of hard to see on the camera because I don't have a pen with me, so I did it with a screwdriver. That's where we will be drilling the hole. So I bought this to drill the hole, and it's a pretty snug fit to the pump. So in order to use this, you need this, of course, and then also a drill. And to attach this to your drill, you'll be needing one of these, which has like a guiding drill bit inside it, and then you just screw this on, and then this goes on your drill. Okay, so our hole is done. Turned out okay. I slipped a bit here because I bought the wrong attachment for this drill bit or whatever. So make sure that when you buy this, that this guiding drill bit is long enough for your tube bore or whatever you want to call it, so that it sticks out. Because if it doesn't, then it's really hard to get your hole started, and you'll end up like me. But I think we can cover this up pretty decently with this, so I'm not too worried about it. So we're gonna run it like this, that way this gets full range of motion and you don't get your hands wet when you're pumping water, which is nice. So let's mount that. It's just 2 screws. I don't think the set came with the screws. Let me check. Yeah, no screws, but I'll just use 2 that I have from the foot pump, and then we should be all set with this thing. Next up, I'm gonna mount this, which is the bottom piece for our little faucet, and it's just basically this makes it easier to fit the hose onto the crane. So our hose will slip on here, and this just screws in. There's an O-ring that you just place in the bottom here like that, and then screw it in. Now we're ready to make our tube that will connect the faucet to the water tank below, and I just bought some clear tubing, which is approved for drinking water. That's kind of important. I'm just gonna take off a bit more than I need, and then I'll cut it to size after, because this is way too much. So now we're just gonna attach our tubing. Just squeeze it onto the fitting here, like so. Now just shove your shove your water tank in here, then let me just see how much of this. Let me just see how much of this we're gonna need. So just about down here. So we're gonna cut that there, shove it in there, and then that's gonna be that done. And there we go. Now, one thing I did forget is we gotta make a hole in our cap here, because you don't want all your water sploshing around when you're driving. So I'm gonna take this cap, which belongs to that, and then I've found a drill bit that is the same size as this tubing. So we're just gonna drill here and then shove our tubing through, and then we will have a tight seal. Nice fit. So that's our freshwater system complete. Looks very nice, I must say. Super simple, and yeah, what more do you need? So now we're just gonna put the sink in, and this is new. I'm a bit afraid this tank is too big, so I might have to run and buy a smaller one, but we'll see. Quick dinner date with myself before we finish things off. Boom. I had to do some quick thinking, because obviously my big tank didn't fit in here, so I've changed it up a bit. I've bought just like a plastic water tank at the store and done the same thing that we did to this one. So we got our fresh water going straight in there, and then I've put the tube into this one because it fit way nicer, and yeah, it's going to be secured when we lock the door here, like so. So let's test. Everything is tight now, everything is good, so let's start pumping and see if we get some water. That works very nicely, actually. And then you can hear it just coming down and into this. So super easy, super accessible, and secured right here, so it doesn't fall over when we're driving. And yeah, stoked about that. So that's gonna be everything for this video. I have to clean up here. It's just a complete mess. And yeah, next video is gonna be fixing the other van, so I'll do a tour of that one, which you guys haven't seen yet, so stay tuned for that. And we'll do some repairing, because I had it on inspection and got some stuff to do. So stay tuned for that, and I hope you enjoyed this. It's a small thing, but figured it would be nice to make a video about it. If somebody plans to do it themselves, then you can see what the process is like, and this is an option. So yeah, thank you for watching, and feel free to subscribe and like if you enjoyed the video. That helps me out a lot, and yeah, I'll see you guys later.